Spooky.
Yo.
And we back
Yes, sir.
with another reaction video. Spooky. We got what happened to the 21 Golden Boy winner. You know what that is? The Golden Boy. We react to a couple of videos.
We react to the Golden Boy?
No, not exactly the Golden Boy. We react to a couple of videos when I guess it's basically saying like when a player comes to the league, they gonna be like real. Like they're called little.
Oh yeah.
They're called little. I don't know how to say his name correctly. Little Limey. Yamel. They'll call him a Golden Boy right now.
Right.
You feel me? A young kid like Messi was a Golden Boy. Probably Cristiano probably was a Golden Boy. You feel me? But it say what happened to the 21 Golden Boy winner. So if y'all, I didn't even know it was a trophy. If it is. If y'all new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah.
Like Rookie of the Year.
And give us some context about this, because I just thought people just say Golden Boy. I didn't know it was actually a thing. So let's get straight into it, bro.
The Golden Boy is an award given to the best young player in
it
Europe
is an
that
award.
year. Sometimes the Golden Boy winners live up to the hype and become football greats, but other times things go horribly wrong and they never fulfill their talent. So we're going to find out what happened to each of the 21 Golden Boy winners since the award was created.
That's dope. That's dope.
Wow, 10 years.
Yeah. That's actually dope.
And if you roll back the clock to 2003, the first Golden Boy Award was given to Rafael van der Vaart, who had broken into the Ajax first team at just 17 years old. This Dutch midfielder was exceptionally talented and shined at Ajax, making 177 appearances and scoring 52 goals in the process. But injuries affected him from a young age, which saw him fall out of place at Ajax, meaning at 22 years old, he made the transfer to Hamburg in the Bundesliga, where he was able to regain his early Ajax form. This successful period in Germany saw Real Madrid scoop him up after 3 seasons, but his transfer was a crucial mistake.
Figures. Real Madrid take him.
Yeah.
He's a Golden Boy. Real Madrid
He wasn't that
won.
golden because I'm thinking we about to get rid of him.
Yeah.
As it was the negative turning point in his career. He couldn't get any game time at Madrid as he was competing with Kaká, who was easily the best player in the world at the time. So after 2 seasons, he made the move to Tottenham Hotspur, where he did well, but at the end of the day, it's only Spurs. He then returned to Hamburg, then Betis, then a couple Danish clubs, as he just kept falling lower and lower down the football ladder. In 2018, he finally retired, and it's safe to say he did not fulfill his Golden Boy expectations. But in 2004, the Golden Boy had a different outcome, as this was handed to Wayne Rooney, who broke into the Everton first team with a goal against Arsenal at just 16 years old. In 2004, he signed for Manchester United, where it's fair to say he built a legacy. Rooney won 5 Premier Leagues, a Champions League, and 6 other major trophies throughout his career there. He also became Man United's all-time top goal scorer with 253 goals for the club. But he didn't just do it for United.
When I first started this, when I first started reacting to football, y'all, that's all it was one of the main people they were screaming out, yo, react to Wayne Rooney. So I already knew that he lived up to the hype, bro. I already knew he was a legend. Y'all was calling this dude a legend and all that, bro.
United. He also held England's goal-scoring record with 53 until Harry Kane recently overtook him. At 31 years old, Rooney left United to go back to Everton and then to the MLS, and finally hung up his boots playing for Derby County in the Championship. But if you think Rooney had a successful career, the 2005 Golden Boy blows him out of the water, because this was Lionel Messi. Now, there's no doubt Messi lived up to exactly what the award represents, because in 2004, Messi made his debut for Barcelona, and over the next 17 years at the club, he built the greatest legacy a football club has ever seen. 672 goals in 778 appearances for Barcelona alone. He picked up 10 La Liga titles and 4 Champions League trophies.
Hold on, bro.
It's almost a goal a game, man. Like, he off by like maybe a buck.
Bro, so football is already hard to score.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
That's wild.
It's already hard to score in football. Y'all telling me
Messi, man. It's
Messi almost scored every game? Bro, if you would have put $100 on Messi every game, you would have came up
Yeah.
to score.
Okay.
You would have lost 100 times.
Yeah.
You would have won like 600 times.
672 goals. That's crazy.
Bro, that's wild.
What a guy. What a guy.
At the club. After almost 20 years in Spain, Messi went to Paris to link up with Mbappe and Neymar for a couple of seasons, and now he's chilling in the MLS.
Right.
Throughout his 20-year playing
Get out my
career,
face.
he's won the
Get out my
Ballon d'Or
face.
8 times, which is the most any player has ever won it. And to top it all off, in 2022, he finally led Argentina to a World Cup, which means he quite literally completed football. Now we're on to 2006, and a young, talented midfielder named Cesc Fabregas picks up this
Hold on,
year's
bro.
award.
Said 2001. That was 2001, right?
Who?
When they labeled Messi as...
The Golden Boy 2005.
That was 2005?
That was 5. That was 5.
Oh, was it?
It was, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh, tripping.
Bro, you like
I think
half
Rooney had a
retarded,
successful career. The 2005 Golden Boy blows him out of the water. Because
You was right. I'm sorry, yo.
You just wanted to hear that again.
Nah,
It's okay.
I don't know. You
You
tripping.
wanted to
led
hear it
Argentina to a World Cup, which means he quite literally completed football. Now we're on to 2006, and a young, talented midfielder named Cesc Fabregas picks up this year's award. Fabregas was 19 years old and playing for Arsenal at the time, and at such a young age, he was already an outstanding midfielder for the Gunners. At just 21 years old, Fabregas was named Arsenal captain, but after 8 years at Arsenal, he made the move back to his home country to play for Barcelona. At
Okay.
Barcelona, his talent was overshadowed by the likes of Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets, so after 3 years back in Spain, he
Every time, now I'm starting to really realize I kind of know who flopped as a Golden Boy, because if we didn't hear of him,
Yeah.
they probably, because
Didn't even
yeah, you feel
show
what
up
I'm
on the
saying?
radar, bro.
Yeah, so if they ain't showing up on our radar, I'm just thinking in my head like, yeah, he probably ain't live up to the expectations. You feel
not
me?
hype at all.
returned to the Premier League, but this time with Arsenal's rivals, Chelsea. That must have stung the Arsenal fans, but he made the right move. As in just his first season back, he won the Premier League, registering 18 Premier League assists, which was something he never managed at Arsenal. In 2019, after almost 200 appearances for the club, Fabregas made the move to Monaco and eventually
Stretch, squat, stroke, stride, swing, spin. That's movement. And this is you. And because you were made to
to Como in Italy as a player coach for a year until finally retiring in 2023. Now from one Premier League great to another, Sergio Aguero won the award in 2007. A young Aguero burst onto the scene playing for Independiente in Argentina. When Atletico Madrid caught wind of his talent, they snatched him up for £17 million, where he proved to be a great striker for the Spanish club. After scoring 100 goals in Spain, Sergio signed for Manchester City, where he really began to build a legacy. On the final day of his first Premier League season, he wrote his name in the history of English football by winning the Manchester City club their first ever Premier League in the 93rd minute.
Okay. Sure.
This goal was actually assisted by Balotelli, who also won the Golden Boy Award, but we'll get to that soon. Aguero would go on to score 260 goals in 390 appearances for Man City as he became their all-time top scorer, and after a decade at the club, he made the move to Barcelona, but that didn't last long as he was diagnosed with cardiac arrhythmia, forcing him to retire in 2021. But not all the Golden Boy winners go on to become club legends, because in 2008, the Brazilian wonder kid Anderson won the award, but he definitely did not live up to the hype. Anderson signed for Manchester United in 2007 because Sir Alex Ferguson saw the talent the kid had. Anderson spent a total of 8 years at Man United, where he had a few highs and many lows. He struggled with injuries in his time and never really developed into the player that he could have been. In 2015, when Van Gaal took charge of Manchester United, he decided not to offer Anderson a new contract, which saw him return to Brazil to finish off his disappointing career there. But in 2009, Anderson's Brazilian teammate Alexandre Pato picked up the award whilst playing for AC Milan. He had just signed for the Italian club from Internazionale, and in his first few seasons in Milan, he definitely showed that he was worthy of the Golden Boy status. But just as Pato was becoming one of the best players in Europe, injuries started to pile up, meaning from 2011 to 2013, he missed 59 games of football for Milan. Because of this, Milan decided to get rid of Pato, sending him back to Brazil to play for Corinthians. Since leaving Milan, Pato bounced around a couple Brazilian clubs and even tried his luck in Europe once again, but he never managed to regain the form that he had in his younger years in Milan. But now the year...
And that's the worst thing, bro.
Gotta hurt, bro.
When you get injured, y'all, and you can't get back to your old self, and you know it, that hurt. That's devastating in your mind. For teams everywhere, like, just imagine you're a coach. I done built a relationship with you. I know that you're about to become the next star. And then you get injured, and I know you can't get back to what I seen you as. And I got to let you go. Yeah. And we just built a relationship.
But, hey, it's business at the end of the day. It ain't personal.
In sports, it get a little bit more personal.
You think so?
Yeah.
But listen, bro.
People don't keep that business in
we
sports.
We do this. Listen. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Keep it business in sports.
No, but behind the scenes, I don't think people keep it business in sports.
Hey, behind the scenes, you can have any emotion that you want to have. But at the end of the day, this is business.
You got to know
it. It ain't
that.
personal.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Is 2010, and the Golden Boy Award went to Mario Balotelli, who was a young Italian striker playing for Inter Milan. From the start of Balotelli's career, two things were clear. One, that he is extremely talented, and two, that he does whatever he wants. So, at Inter, there were always problems of him not putting in enough effort into training, yet thanks to his talent, he still formed part of the 2010 treble-winning side. He was then transferred to Manchester City, where he yet again had many discipline issues. In 2011, he picked up 4 red cards in a single season, but still won the league that year by assisting Aguero's famous 93rd minute winner. But his talent could only take him so far, and his attitude became so much of an issue that City had to sell him. After leaving Man City, he had spells in Italy, France, and even another shot in England with Liverpool, but he never managed to reach the heights that we thought he would. Now he finds himself playing in the Turkish league for Adana Demirspor. But Mario Götze won the award in 2011, and despite scoring the most important goal in German history, he has not lived up to the talent that he had. Mario joined Borussia Dortmund at just 8 years old, made it through the academy, and made his debut back in 2009. In his first 2 seasons with Dortmund, he helped them win back-to-back Bundesliga titles. In 2013, he reached a Champions League final, but was ultimately beat out by Bayern Munich, who then signed him that very same year. But Götze's time at Bayern was not easy, as he struggled to find his starting spot, and he was plagued with injuries. During his 3 years at Bayern, he only managed to make 73 appearances, but in this time, he managed to get fit for the World Cup, where he scored the last-minute winner in the final against Argentina, writing his name in the history of football. In 2016, Götze then returned to Dortmund and is now playing for Frankfurt, but he's only a shadow of the great player that we signed him over a decade ago. But the next Golden Boy winner holds the record for the most Champion League trophies, and that would be Isco. He won the award in 2012 whilst playing for Malaga, as they finished 6th in the league.
I've been hearing a lot of people say his name too. Isco, yeah.
And reached a Champions League quarter-final. In 2013, Real Madrid dropped £26 million on Isco to bring him to the Bernabeu. Whilst Isco was extremely talented, he had to compete with the likes of Kroos, Modric, and James Rodriguez for the starting spot, meaning that his time on the pitch was limited. But despite not being...
That's another thing when you go to a big team too, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta compete with them stars, man.
All day long.
Some people don't make it.
A lot of people don't make it.
Yeah, all because it's your choice too. I want to play with this team. And you think you about to go there, you got to really realize, yo, the people that you playing with is your competition. You got to fight for minutes. Outworking somebody,
it's tough.
It don't go that well sometimes.
Not at all.
You feel me? You think you outworking. It's hard to outwork a star player that's already working hard.
That's already solidified.
Yeah, but...
He already got his niche.
Think about... The working hard part is like extra.
Right.
His spot solidified. He already talented. He don't gotta go 100% of working hard. He just need 80 to 85.
Yeah, until you get to like the semifinals and the finals. That's when he push it to 100.
Yeah, and you got this dude that's giving 125%.
Sometimes it ain't enough.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You need more. So I'm saying, yo, when star players go to these teams, I'm starting to see like it don't work out well for them. You feel me? Because it's already people in front of them. Just like the guy that tried went to Barcelona, Gavi,
Right.
and the other dude was in front of it. It just don't work out sometimes.
A regular starter, he spent 9 years at the club where he won 5 Champions League trophies, which is the record
Of
amount
course,
tied with
with
a couple
Real
of his
Madrid.
other Madrid
Of
teammates.
course.
Isco eventually left Madrid to go to Sevilla and now made his way to Real Betis, where he's enjoying his football. But for the biggest hero to zero on this list, we have the golden boy who was banned from football. Paul, 2013, whilst playing for Juventus. Paul had joined Juventus in 2012 and over the next 5 years became one of the best midfielders in the world. This guy was simply unstoppable, winning
Right.
the Serie A 4 times in a row. In
Damn.
2016, Pogba made a world record transfer from Juventus to Manchester United, which would prove to be the start of the Paul Pogba downfall. In his first season at United, he won the Europa League, the Community Shield, and the Carabao Cup, but quickly fell out of love with the manager, Jose Mourinho.
Lord.
Pogba's time at United was very hit or miss, as he would cycle in and out of form very frequently and also pick up several injuries and miss large portions of the season. Despite Pogba's cyclical form for United, he did have an incredibly successful run with the French national team, winning the 2018 World Cup and even scoring a goal in the final. After
Okay.
6 years of disappointing performances at Man United, he returned to Juventus hoping to turn his career around, but after a recent doping test, Pogba was found to have unusually high levels of testosterone, which saw the World Cup winner get banned from football for the next 4 years, making for a very disappointing end to what could have been a great career. Okay, now the year is 2014, and for the first time in over a decade, an English player won the award, and that was Raheem Sterling. At this
Okay.
time, he was playing for Liverpool and was almost crowned Premier League champion, but a Gerrard slip cost him the title. However, just a couple of years later, he would get that Premier League title, and more than just one, because in 2015, he signed for Manchester City for £50 million.
Damn.
Sterling spent the next
Great.
8 years at City, where he played 339 matches and scored a total of 131 goals, which sees him rank second on the all-time score list for City, just behind Aguero. In 2019, Sterling was actually named as the PFA Player of the Year in the Premier League and also played a crucial role with the England national team, helping them reach the World Cup semi-final and the Euro final. In 2022, he was starting to lose his starting position at City, so he made the move to Chelsea, where he still is today, but he joined Chelsea just as they declined into a long period of bad form, meaning he probably made the wrong decision moving
Right.
clubs when he did. But another player who made the wrong club choice is the 2015 Golden Boy winner, Anthony Martial. Martial was playing for Monaco in 2015, where he was lighting up the French league and was being hailed as the next Thierry Henry. This
Okay.
fine form saw Manchester United sign the young striker for £50 million. Life in Manchester started very well for Martial, scoring on his debut against Liverpool and finishing his season with 18 goals and an FA Cup winners medal. But just like Pogba, Martial struggled to stay consistent at United, with his best season being in 2020, where he scored a total of 23 goals. But since then, he hasn't got close to that tally. In 2022, he was loaned out to Sevilla, where he still couldn't get his career back on track. Now
man.
he's rotting away on the United bench, as his career has been wasted in Manchester. But the 2016 winner is one of the bigger disappointments on this list, because this year's award was handed to Renato Sanchez off the back of an excellent season with Benfica and a Euros victory with Portugal. This kid was so good, he was getting compared to the likes of N'Golo Kante, which saw Bayern Munich sign the midfielder for £30 million, but his time at Bayern would be disappointing, as he only made 4 appearances before being loaned out to the mighty Swansea. But Sanchez couldn't get up and running at Swansea either, as he only played 12 games for the club. Bayern eventually sold him to Lille in 2019, where he was back to his best, winning the French league and dethroning PSG for the first time in 10 years. His form at Lille was the reason PSG came knocking, as he signed for them in 2022, but his time in Paris was plagued with injuries, meaning he couldn't really settle in. This led to PSG loaning him out to Roma to play under Jose Mourinho, Mourinho, where he hasn't really lit up the Serie A either. But now, after a couple of misses in a row, the 2017 Golden Boy Award was most definitely a hit, as it was given to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe put his name in the lights during the 16-17 season as Monaco blitzed the French league and reached the Champions League semi-finals thanks to impressive performances from Kylian. The year after, Mbappe moved from Monaco to Paris to link up with Neymar and Cavani to form a deadly attack. Since joining Paris, Mbappe has won every league title except the 2021 season, which Renato Sanchez had won with Lille. But Mbappe has done more than just winning at domestic level. He's also done it with the national team, winning the World Cup in 2018 with a goal in the final, and then getting oh so close in 2022 with a final hat trick. Let me say that again, a World Cup final hat trick. But unfortunately, he lost that final to Lionel Messi's Argentina. But it's
Hey man, every day the sun shines on the dogs. It's not
safe to say Kylian Mbappe has already lived up to his golden boy status. Now 2018, who won it? Matthias de Ligt playing for Ajax. This defender became the youngest player ever to play in a European Cup final at just 17 years old when he reached the Europa League final but ultimately lost it to Man United. He also became the first ever defender to win this award, showing the talent the kid has. In 2019, de Ligt helped Ajax reach the Champions League semi-final in a historic Champions League run from the Dutch club. That same year,
So on. Close the door, baby. Little big ass up. All right, close the door. If I put my hands on you. Can all right, close the door, baby. Close the door. Huh? No. I'm finishing up. Thank you, Mama. Thank you for this. Come on, you ready?
Just imagine. No, I ain't messing with you.
year, he signed for Juventus for £65 million and won the Serie A in his first season in Italy, although he then struggled to keep his form up the following years in Italy. In 2022, Matthias moved from Juventus to Bayern Munich and won the league in his first season at the club, and that's where he still is playing today. But the 2019 Golden Boy Award was given to Joao Felix whilst he was playing for Benfica. Felix announced himself to the world with a hat-trick against Frankfurt in the Europa League, becoming the youngest ever player to do this. His stellar performances at Benfica caused Atletico Madrid to pull the trigger and drop £113 million on the Portuguese attacker. But this move was probably a mistake for Felix. A talented attacker moving to a very defensive side didn't seem like the right fit. His time at Atletico hasn't been awful, but he hasn't really lived up to the price tag either. In January 2023, he was loaned out to Chelsea, where he got a red card on his debut and didn't perform much during his time in London. Now, he's loaned out to Barcelona. But a player who things definitely are looking good for is Erling Haaland, who was crowned the Golden Boy in 2020. This kid was just born to score goals. In the 2019-20 season, he broke into the world of football, playing for RB Salzburg, where he scored 8 goals in 6 matches in the Champions League group stages. This fine form saw all of Europe battle for his signature, but he chose to sign for Borussia Dortmund, where he spent 2.5 years and scored 86 goals in 89 appearances, putting up stats that very few players had ever.
Bro, he was scoring a goal a game, bro.
86 goal with
89 appearances, bro. It was only 3 games he didn't score.
Bro,
yo, that's money right there, yo.
I'm starting to think the Golden Boy trophy is cursed.
Nah, it can't be if he won.
Nah, it's cursed, bro. 4 players out of like 16? Yeah. Injuries, wrong teams,
attitude problems.
Or just not showing up.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Jeez.
4 out of 16, yo.
Yeah.
That's tough. I'd be scared to win that trophy.
Bro, I'm tripping. Cristiano never won this award.
I don't know.
I think he got into the league probably too early. When did Cristiano get into the league? The first one was in 03.
Yeah, the first one. He probably came to the league before that. They say he was
like
playing.
02.
He was playing before Messi.
Okay.
They say he was playing before Messi. When do you win the Golden Boy? Do you win it your actual first year in the playing football? Like
Yeah,
when?
it's basically a Rookie of the Year award.
It is, but when actually do you win it? When you first hit your major club, or
I mean, it got to be that first season. You
yeah,
gotta light it up that first season.
against everybody.
Against everybody.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Ever done at his age. The only player I can think of is the great Ronaldo
Uh-oh.
Nazario with stats like that at such a young age. In
Right.
2022, he took the step up from the Bundesliga to the Premier League and signed for Man City, where in just
Absolutely.
his first season, he smashed the Premier League goal-scoring record with 36 goals. He also led Man City to the treble, which made them only the second English club to ever do it. Now Holland is already one of the greatest strikers in football history at still such a young age. But from attacker to midfielder, the 2021 Golden Boy Award was handed to Pedri Gonzalez, who
Okay.
joined Barcelona at just
Pedri.
16 years of age.
16
In
years old.
2020, Pedri became the second youngest player to make 50 appearances for Barcelona, doing this
Okay.
at just 18 years of age.
Young
During
fella.
Pedri's short time at Barcelona, he's already picked up 3 major trophies, including a La Liga title. He's also getting lots of game time with the national team, even picking up the Young Player of the Tournament award in the Euros. This kid looks like he's going to be the next Andres Iniesta for Barcelona.
Okay.
But Iniesta always had his partner in crime, Xavi, who Pedri
Xavi.
definitely has with Javi, who was handed the 2022 Golden Boy Award. Javi joined Barcelona at just 11 years of
Barcelona
age
player.
and made his way through the ranks of the academy before finally breaking into the first team in the 22-23 season, which saw Barcelona lift the league title. Javi's first piece of silverware came in a 3-1 win over Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup, where he was named as the man of the match. Javi has also represented Spain in the 2022 World Cup, where he became the third youngest goal scorer in the tournament's history and even lifted the Nations League with Spain in 2023. But now, for the current Golden Boy winner who
Ooh.
just won the
Uh-oh.
award at the end of 2023,
Uh-oh.
we have
Jude, baby.
Jude Bellingham. Bellingham announced himself to the world in 2020, making his debut for Birmingham City at just 16 years old, becoming their youngest ever player. That season, he made 44 appearances and played a significant role in that team.
It can be when they first got in the league. It can be when they first got in the league.
Right.
They just given Jude this award. He played for Dortmund before he came to Real Madrid.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. So I don't know how it worked. I guess every 3 or 4 years. I don't
Yeah,
know.
let us know how it worked, yo.
Which alerted the bigger teams in Europe of his talent. So at just 17 years old, Bellingham packed his bags and moved to Germany to play for Borussia Dortmund. His time in Germany was exceptional, becoming one of their best players and even captaining the side on occasion. Bellingham has become a regular in the England national team, as he's already played in the Euros and the World Cup, making it to the final and semi-final. After 3 strong years in Germany, Real Madrid came and dropped £90 million to sign the English midfielder,
90 million,
which is
yeah, we
where
got
he's
it,
at
baby.
today. His start to life in Madrid has been electric, as he's already become arguably their best player and arguably the best player in the entire world. But still 20 years old, Bellingham definitely has a bright future ahead of him. But if you want to learn more about Jude Bellingham, like his insane beef with the referees in Germany, you have to watch this video now. And if you don't care about Bellingham, don't worry, you can watch this other video instead. I'm sure.
Oh,
Mookie.
man, you right though, bro. It was maybe like 5, maybe 6 out of like 20 something. Like,
yeah.
bro.
That's actually live up to that expectation, bro. It wasn't too many that live up to that expectation.
That's crazy.
Dang, Neymar ain't win it. You feel me? Y'all gotta give us a context of when they actually win it. Like, do they win it like they 3rd or 4th year? Because they don't win it exactly their first year. What I'm seeing, because Jude, we just explained about Jude, but this was a good video.
Yeah, it was.
Very interesting.
Real informative.
Yeah. I didn't know the Golden Boy actually was a trophy. I just thought it was something that, like the ESPN commentators or something to say, oh, he's a Golden Boy this year. I didn't know it was a trophy. So this was an amazing video, y'all. Anything you gotta say, Mookie?
Bro, I learned a lot more than I was, expecting. So, This was a good video. And did any player ever not live up to the expectations, and then you know what I mean, he moved somewhere and it sparked the interest right back? It was like kind of like a climb from the bottom. Like they had expectations, he didn't live up, but he came back and redeemed himself.
Like a Paul George type of situation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Right. So if y'all new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I'm Nick DUNSON.
No, movie done.
We out, baby. One.